on our island.
After 2+ months of regular season action, it comes down to this. Verizon Fios One Sports proud to bring you the Nassau Boys B semifinals from inside the Pratt Recreation Center at LIU Post. It's the defending champs from Malverne against this year's top seed from Oyster Bay. The bracket here in Class B looks like this, with Wheatley having already very impressively beaten Carl Place. They can wait and see how this one plays out between the Baymen and the Mules. Alongside the Val Ellis, I'm Andrew Boger, so happy to have you with us for this one. The Val, these two teams had different regular seasons. Yes. Oyster Bay, the 1 seed, Malverne, the defending champs last year, but graduated almost everybody, just a 4 seed this year, but I think experience does help Malverne here just a little bit today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at a team that lost almost every game, only won 2 games, but they've been here before, so they're like the David versus Goliath comparison. And then when you look at it, Oyster Bay, this is a team that's the second year #1 in the postseason. So 2 teams that have historically been here. You know, one team came here, 2-15, the other team back as #1. So an exciting game, of course.
For Malverne, if they're to pull off the upset today and continue the defense of their title, Makai Eves, their sophomore card, needs to be very good today.
He's going to have to be very good, man. Makai Eves, he's young. He's only a sophomore, but very explosive. He needs to attack the basket. Just like you see there, he likes to attack the basket, but he does have a mid-range game, and if he can get that short jumper going early, get some points on the board, maybe they can keep pace with Oyster Bay.
Oyster Bay has the 1 seed in large part for the big season from Michael Bizzoso.
Oh, Michael Bizzoso, man, co-player of the year. He can get it done on the inside and the outside. 6-foot guard. He's a dynamic player. Almost 20 points per game, 53 points. He can get it done from behind the arc, but he's the court general, man. He's a leader on the basketball team, and he's the guy that they rely on to get that offense moving.
It's almost time for tip-off. Starting lineups are next, and then it's this 1-4 matchup in the Nassau B semifinals. Oyster Bay and Malverne are next on Verizon Fios One Sports.
Do you own a home or a condo? Then it's time you learn about American Residential Warranty.
Hi, I'm Anthony Sullivan.
And I'm Michelle Edmonds.
And we're here with important information for every homeowner.
Did you know home appliance and major system breakdowns cost homeowners an average of $1,700 per year in repairs and replacements?
American Residential Warranty can help cover those costs with home service plans starting at less than $1 a day.
For most covered repairs, you simply pay a small service fee, and American Residential Warranty will take care of the rest,
including parts and labor.
American Residential Warranty replaced my dishwasher with a brand new one, and I only paid a small service fee.
I woke up on a Saturday morning, there was no hot water in the shower. So I called American Residential Warranty. They sent a repairman to fix the problem the same day.
Plan options include coverage for central air, heat, and ductwork,
interior electrical systems and plumbing,
major kitchen appliances,
water heaters,
washers and dryers,
garage door openers,
ceiling fans, and more.
Even pools and spas.
American Residential Warranty gives you security and peace of mind with plans starting at less than $1 per day. And you get a 30-day money-back guarantee on any plan.
Call now or go to getahomeplan.com to learn how you can get 2 free months.
And for a limited time, you can get a home security system valued at $850 free with any plan.
You can call American Residential Warranty 24 hours a day.
Their customer service is incredible. When my air conditioning was broken, they came out and my AC was fixed the same day I called.
You can save money with a home service plan from American Residential Warranty.
Call now. There's no obligation. But hurry, if you wait until you need a home service repair,
it'll be too late.
Call 1-800-291-7390 to find out which home warranty plan is right for you. That's 1-800-291-7390. Call now.
Inching towards kickoff here in the Pratt Recreation Center, LIU Post. 1-4 matchup in the B semifinals this year here in Nassau County. There's the top seed, at least some of them, the Baymen from Oyster Bay, the Malverne Mules on the other side. As the starting lineups introed here in the gym, we'll show them to you at home. Joshua Rivers, a very good second option for the Mules after Makai Eves. And keep an eye on number 45, Kian Kamandian, who has come on late for Malverne. 3 straight big games from him They will need a fourth if they're going to get this upset against the Baymen. Robert House, as good a point guard you're going to find in this part of Long Island. And there's Darryl Lopez, the head coach of the Mules. What a job he has done in year 15. The 2004 and 7 Nassau Coach of the Year, coming off another B title, but this season has been a struggle for Darryl and his young, inexperienced team. There's Brian Boyle, just his second year in charge at Oyster Bay, and for the second straight year, he has them with the top seed in the B bracket. Looking, though, to advance. A year ago, they were upset in the semifinals by Carl Place. Which brings us to our Verizon Fios One Sports keys to the game.
And for Malverne, it's very easy, man. You must contain Michael Bezzoso, man. He's a co-player of the year. You need to find where he is every time he crosses half court and get a body on him. And you have to finish opportunities, especially at the basket. For Oyster Bay, point guard advantage. They have a point guard advantage with Bezzoso. They have to utilize that because Malverne has a very good point guard of themselves and East. And you have to slow the pace. You know, Malverne is known for being very athletic. You want to slow things down, spread the court, utilize this space, and wait for the right shot at the right time.
Now, this is the third meeting between these two schools, the two regular season games, won by Oyster Bay. A tight one the first time around, then at Malverne, a far easier win for the Baymen. Leo Bretta was good in both contests, and Robert Howes played in the second, and only the second, had 7 points and 15 assists in charge of that Oyster Bay offense that put 85 points on the Mules. One last fist bump down the line for Brian Boyle. There's Darryl Lopez and his famous white towel. Walt Axenoff right next to him, his longtime assistant. And we are just about set for this B semifinal here in Nassau County. Joe Michalowski is in charge of this. He's the head official in his 40th year in high school basketball in Long Island. And his tip gets us underway here at LIU Post. Tom Sheehan and Jim Zanfordino, the other officials today, as Malverne scores 10 seconds in.
And that's what Malverne wants to do, man. They want to play with pace, move the ball well, get it inside. We know Oyster Bay has the advantage at the guard position, but inside, Malverne wants to use that athleticism.
Malverne opens in man-to-man. Here's Robert Howes on that far side. Leo Barretto's down low, and he's got two immediately for Oyster Bay.
You can see Oyster Bay countering quickly. Barretto, big body down there.
Eves had it knocked away. Trey Pruitt's got it back. That's way too strong on the pull-up. And Robert Howes looks to run. Bouncing from Michael Bezzoso. This is Stephen Shoemaker dumping it down for two more from Barretto.
When you look at Oyster Bay and you see what they do well, they spread the basketball well. They keep it moving. They find each other.
Offensive rebound, Joshua Rivers. And now a foul on Pruitt going over the top of Kyle Schindler.
If you look at Oyster Bay, they're thicker down low. You see their big men, you know, height-wise, they're about the same. A little more mass in the lower body and the upper bodies from Oyster Bay. That's going to come with age.
That's been one of the issues for this Malverne team. Graduated almost everyone of significance from a year ago. And then within this season, they've had to change some things up as well. Kareem Headley, their senior guard, as Howes knocks down the three, and Oyster Bay is off to a quick 7-2 lead. Kareem Headley, though, their one guy that played minutes a year ago, senior, he's out for the year with a knee injury. He suffered in the second game against Oyster Bay. Rivers got caught in the air. Howes out with it. Steps around the defender, can't scoop it in, and Pruitt's got it back from Malverne. Eves throws it ahead for Rivers, steps around Barretto and banks it in.
And you can see Malverne, this is the type of scrappy basketball they want to play. They don't want to let Oyster Bay get up in their offensive sets. They want to keep the ball moving, push the basketball on offense.
Two misses on that trip for Oyster Bay. Eves from Michael James. So Malverne with this second facelift now continues as Kamanian misses the jumper. They continue to be small, smaller than they normally are, and they lack a true point guard. Both James and Eves are shooting guards by nature. Michael Bezzoso off to the right, and a good rebound from Pruitt. They're going to need a lot of that from him tonight. Not as big as Barreto, but he can jump as well as anybody in the gym. Steps on James. That Malverne point guard situation is in such a position right now. They went down to JV and brought up a handful of freshmen, some of whom may play in this game, including Elliot Edwards, who's 5'11" with some point guard skills, just looking to find someone to run the offense as Bezzoso has one rim out.
And they don't want him to get going. You have to defend those threes.
Rivers drew the contact. That's on Barreto. Free throws coming. And, you know, the other part about finding someone to play the point guard is it allows then Eves and James to do the things that they're better at, not having to worry about ball handling.
Correct. Because Eves and James, both those guys want to be on the wing there. So, you know, let someone bring it down the middle and then make a play off the pass as opposed to bringing the ball up and then as soon as they pass, the ball's out of their hands.
Here's Joshua Rivers. He's a junior. He's 6'2", athletic. Averages just about 8 points a game. He's battling a groin injury, though, so Malverne a little bit worried about his lateral movement, especially on defense. So we'll keep an eye on that. Looking good from the line. He gets them both. He and Kamanian's on Robert House, the full length of the court, trying to do exactly that, cause a turnover. James and Bezzoso. It's a jump ball, and it'll stay down here with Oyster Bay.
And right now, to see the ways the game is being played, Malverne is going to benefit from this. They like this scrappy style of play where they can utilize their speed, try to slip guys open off of some screens. For Oyster Bay, they like to slow things down, get into these offensive sets. Going up against this man defense.
Howe's good move off the dribble, down the lane, and scoops it in.
And that's one thing he's able to do easily.
Kamanian stuck in the corner, looking for a teammate, has Pruitt, and now Eves.
Howe's very quick with the ball in his hand.
The defense by Barreto. Kamanian came up short. Howe's running again. No look down low. Barreto for two.
See, Howe's very quick with the ball in his hand. They're going to have to get out of that man-to-man defense because you can't stay in front of him. And once he gets into the lane, man, he has high basketball IQ. He's able to find the open guy and finish at the cup.
Darryl Lopez calls a timeout. 4 straight points for Oyster Bay.
It's a great pass there. He threads the needle right there to his big man who was able to finish. Look at Barreto, the beneficiary of a great pass from Howe. How does he do it?
Averaging 7 assists per game, 9 points. Had 15 assists in the game at Malverne this year. He's got 21 helpers over his last 2 games. He's got 4 games of double-digit assists. He's a true point guard with the ability to score as well. Didn't play the first time these two teams met, the tighter of the 2 games. He was battling mono at that point. You see the hot shooting start. 3 of those hoops are from in tight for Barreto. And now some trouble in the backcourt for Malverne. Kamanian gets around the double team, keeps going. And he walks, spinning up from the baseline.
We're going to have to get some more movement from this press. Oyster Bay starting that defense early.
Already 3 turnovers for the Mules. Here's Howe's off the handoff. Rejected. That was Rivers.
Great help defense. Great help defense there. Pruitt came up, stepped up, left off his man.
Kyle Schindler has the lob inbounds from straight ahead. Schindler, tough shot with the left hand, wasn't there. And here comes Eves. Looking to get the Mules back close. Michael James's floater ends up with Schindler.
James gonna have to swing that basketball.
Barreto running the floor again.
Oyster Bay able to get some really easy points in transition.
Already 8 for Barreto. Kamanian, second time. Can't get that one over Schindler either.
And it's going to be tough for him.
Oyster Bay was running again, but Shoemaker walked in transition.
Schindler, 6'4", it's tough to get over him. And you can see in transition here, Oyster Bay just able to push the ball really hard to get to the basket. And on defense, Kyle Schindler, man, he's tough to get over. Even when Malverne's able to get the ball into the paint, Schindler gets some hands up and he's tough to get over.
Devin Marmley, number 3, is in for Oyster Bay. Joshua Rivers running, dropping for Kamanian for 2.
Best way to beat the press is by passing the basketball. Try not to put the ball on the ground. Get the ball down court.
Malverne needed that hoop. Here's Marmley down the lane. Good kick. It's a Barreto 3. And he's got 11 points in this first quarter.
Barreto is balling.
That's a new wrinkle this year for Barreto. He's worked on his J. That's his 14th 3 of the season. Joshua Rivers still on the dribble. Kamanian gets the bounce and one.
And you see Kamanian there. He's playing that 4 position for them because he's a physical, strong guy, but he's not that tall. He stands at probably, I say, about 5'11", maybe 6 foot. And he's going against these tall defenders, but he's able to sneak in there from the elbow and make some plays.
Kamanian 50 points over his last 3 games. Been a big boost for Malverne late in the regular season. Kamanian chasing Howes on the perimeter as he has all evening so far. Now Marmley on the move and the spin, lost his handle. And Malverne a chance to get even closer. James attacking. Offensive foul.
James got to keep his head up. He was coming full speed. But if he'd have kept his head up, he'd have been able to see the defender there. We take a look here. The defenders, he leaned into him a little bit. He did lean a little bit, but he got his feet set.
Buzoso was there waiting for a long time. James couldn't avoid him. Darryl Lopez did not agree with the call. Leo Barreto, now the dribble move, the spin, he walked.
Barreto very aggressive here in the first quarter.
We already mentioned that Buzoso is the co-conference player of the year. Barreto also an all-county selection. Almost 13 points per game, plus 10 rebounds. James driving and hitting.
And James very aggressive here in the first quarter as well. He's driving to the basket. Their defense not getting back.
Marmley couldn't put it back up after Shoemaker was blocked from behind by Ian Foley.
He came at the last minute. Their defense collapsing there in transition.
Rivers down low. There's Foley now on offense.
You can see with the pace of the game, Malverne is going to capitalize. They like when the game is fast.
Kamanian got too tight to Howes.
You can see Malverne here trying to get the ball into the paint. And this is a great job by this offense. They've been passing it to the wing and trying to get it inside from the wing into the paint. Once you get the ball into the middle, it breaks down the defense.
Marmley throws in right in front of us. Schindler driving, can't finish.
And that's Schindler's second time getting to the left side. Right at the rim, he's not able to complete the pass. Complete the basket.
Rivers got baseline, then he got blocked, but it's a foul. It's on Buzoso, and to the line goes Joshua Rivers with a chance to put Malverne in front.
You can see Malverne here, able to go around the defender. He gets hit on the arm, forearm twice. But as long as Malverne stays aggressive with the basketball, they're passing it in the middle, driving to the middle, they'll be able to make some things happen. They're not laying down. They're not sitting back and letting the #1 seed come in here and just take this game. They fell down early, but now they're right back in it, behind by 1.
You know, both of these teams play fast, and talking to Oyster Bay coach Brian Boyle the other day, he said, we welcome Malverne playing fast with us because it plays into our hands and we're better up-tempo, but the tempo of this game right now seems to be helping Malverne stick around and right now get even. Shot clock is off. Donovan Ishmael, number 51, one of those JV call-ups, was just guarding Howes. Bezoso, Schindler with 4, knocked away by Foley. He'll throw it down the floor, come up short, and send us to the bench after the first quarter. And a good first quarter. Back and forth they went, and after the first 8 minutes, it's Malverne, the 4 seed, even with the top seeds from Oyster Bay. Robert Howes got the Baymen going early, but the Mules back late in the quarter. The second's next on Verizon Files 1 Sports.
The Hyundai Giant. Where are you going to buy your next pre-owned vehicle? Atlantic Pre-Owned Superstore.com. Introducing the Atlantic Auto Mall Unbeatable Car Care Package. Free 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on all pre-owned cars. Plus 1 year complimentary scheduled maintenance and free car washes. Every pre-owned Hyundai on our lot certified. So where are you going to buy your next pre-owned vehicle? Atlantic Pre-Owned Superstore.com. Sunrise Highway, West Islip. It's huge.
Back inside the Pratt Recreation Center LIU Post, Andrew Bogus, Jamal Ellis, our entire Verizon Files 1 Sports crew. B semifinal. Wheatley has already won, waiting on the winner of this one. Here's how things ended in Conference ABC this year. Kind of conglomeration of teams. Cold Spring Harbor was the last in terms of enrollment. Smallest A school. Didn't have a home in one of the A leagues, so they come in here play with the 4 B schools, plus East Rockaway, the only C school in the county. Cold Spring Harbor, as you saw, won the league with Oyster Bay right behind them. And then Malverne at the bottom of your screen with a struggle as Robert Howes throws ahead for Devin Marmoley. And Marmoley gets himself some free throws running into Gray Dorleans, number 15. So these 4 B schools already knew they'd be in the semifinals, played the entire year for seeding as Marmoley in transition gets himself to the free throw line.
And Oyster Bay, after every shot, has been sending their point guards and their shooting guards down the court quickly. They've been leaking out, getting those easy baskets in transition. They got about 6 points off of those transitions in the first quarter.
Devin Marmoley is just a sophomore, 5 points per game, 3 assists. His coach called him the rising star in the program. His free throw gets Oyster Bay 2 points clear of Malverne. Right back they come, open in the paint. The put is too strong, but a foul. So Malverne said they brought up these 5 freshmen from JV with the idea of putting them on the floor. This is one of them, Donovan Ishmael. And Gray Dorleans, number 15, is out there as well with James, Rivers, and Trey Pruitt. Leo Beretta's got 2 fouls. He's got to sit for Brian Boyle.
That's a bad foul. Beretta has been key for them in the first quarter.
Ishmael short on the free throw. First varsity free throws coming in the semifinal. Howes, Bezoso, Marmoley, Schindler, and Shoemaker for Oyster Bay. A team that only goes 7 or 8 deep. Bezoso, the strong finish.
That's a great drive from Bezoso. Right down the alley. Finishes at the cup.
Dorleans to James. On the wing for Rivers.
Oyster Bay with good movement on defense. They closed out the center.
Bezoso down the lane again. And this time, this foul's on the floor, actually. So no free throws yet for Bezoso.
He's starting to get aggressive now. He sat back the first quarter.
Fifth team foul on Malverne, so almost bonus time. Kean Kamanian is back for Malverne. Makai Eves is back for Malverne. James and Pruitt will sit. Comes up top for Marmley. Schindler takes the three. And Dorleans rebounds. And now it's Rivers. Tough pass to handle from Eves to Ishmael. Nice bounce ahead from Marmley's two.
He got out, man. Them Oyster Bay is running, man, after every rebound, every defensive rebound. You see 3 and 10 flashing down midcourt.
Kamanian at the free throw line, looking for an opening. Shot clock's at 20. Kamanian, good job to keep it alive. Ishmael can't get the roll. Second chance isn't there either. And now Schindler clears for Oyster Bay. They're looking to run again. Bezzoso one-on-one against the freshman who got in his way, and it's a travel on Bezzoso.
That's what happens when you move your feet. You play defense, keep them hands up.
And Oyster Bay saw that. Duval, they saw the matchup, and Brian Boyle told everybody else to get out of the way, let Bezzoso go one-on-one, and Ishmael with the good lateral movement gets the turnover.
You're on defense when you're going up against a great play. You just got to keep your feet moving and your hands up. You know you're going to get some help from your bigs.
They run at Dorleans, dribbling away from the trap. Driving and scoring is Kamanian.
That's a strong take, Kamanian. He plays a lot taller than he is. He took that to the basket like he was 6'5".
First field goal of the quarter for Malverne has them back within 3, and now Brian Boyle wants a timeout to talk things over for Oyster Bay.
These two teams are playing extremely fast. You have to like the effort from Kamanian. Not the biggest guy, but attacking the basket.
Darryl Lopez coaching up one of those freshmen he's called up here, Gray Dorleans, for the postseason. So much to teach for Darryl in his 15th year. State championships in 07, 5 B titles, 8 county titles, and the 2004 and 7 county coach of the year. Was the assistant coach for 9 years before the 15 in charge, so a long time on the Malverne sideline. Now there's some confusion at the moment, the scores table. The scoreboard here in the gym says 22-19. Our scoreboard, you might have seen when the timeout came, said 22-18. The Oyster Bay assistant coaches went right to the scores table, pointing at the board, and I have to be honest, I don't remember what the score was before that Kamanian hoop.
I'm not sure either.
So I don't know who's right and who's wrong.